Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Bratz Super Babyz. Now as you know, Bratz Super Babyz is a 2007 computer animated film based on the Bratz Babyz toy lines. So of course is meant to take place in the Rock Angels timeline, but having it with the sort of Bratz as babies where they gain superpowers. So the premise of the film is meant to follow Chloe, Sasha, Jade, and Yasmin staying at their babysitter's grand's house. We kind of see how when they go to this big superhero theme park, we see how, by mistake, Gran accidentally gives them superpowers by a sort of device that was originally belonging to some alien-like vegetables. And this is where we see the girls become superheroes. And this is where, we're going to see the film's main villains trying to get the remote back, turn themselves into babies, due to misunderstanding about thinking that babies have these high successful lives as these rulers of the planet Earth. And this is where we're going to see the girls try to kind of stop the film's villains, and of course try to kind of get back their identities. I think the film has a good idea, but at the same time, it's clear that this feels more like it was a different property. But I feel like the writers were saying, nah, we're gonna stick with our idea, we're gonna change a few things, and we're gonna kind of change what we think needs to work. And even judging from the film's cover on the DVD, I do have a bit of a theory that the original designs were meant to be the sort of concept art, and I think would have been an interesting idea to have used. But I think when you kind of got the sort of final product for the costumes, they just feel like something that just doesn't work. It feels more like they just belong in a toddler's pageant. And I think the film could have worked more had it been like the Rugrats episode Mega Diaper Babies, where we kind of see how, Jade, Sasha, Chloe, as well as Yasmin get inspired by their sort of favourite superhero TV show. You could have even had it as the Tweevils steal their sort of dolls and try and play out this fantasy of them standing up to the Tweevils to be actual superheroes. I think what the Rugrats episode Mega Diaper Babies got right at, this was actually Tommy and the others acting out from their favourite show, but having their own superhero personas. And I think there was a lot more creative ways they could have done with Jade, Sasha, Chloe, and Yasmin's powers. Like, Jade having the ability to fly when on fire. You could have had Sasha have the power of gravity. You could have had Chloe have the ability of being invisible, and basically Yasmin having the ability to conjure up energy balls. It would have been such an interesting idea, but I think what we got was a bit of this film that's trying to find an identity, but it doesn't know what it really wanted to be. And I think it's a shame with some of these Bratz movies. Some of them do have good ideas on pen and paper, but sometimes with the animation, the budgeting, as well as the writing for the story, sometimes it does feel like they weren't even trying, and I feel like they were just being told to throw in whatever they thought could work. And I think it's actually interesting how, some of the voice actors I do recognise. Like, one of the film's villains, Tater Tot, is actually voiced by the same person who voiced Crypto the Superdog, as well as Double D. And I know Yam is actually voiced by the same actress who voiced Spike in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Ravis in Stormhawks, and Miss Hissy in the Cramp Twins. I think while the film is trying to be something good, but I feel like it's trying to be the whole Rugrats formula, or basically like Muppets Babyz and that, trying to de-age the characters. I think when you got something with the Rock Angels timeline, I know a lot of this can be possible due to so many of these random stories, but I just think the film deserves thumbs in the middle. Well, it's not bad, not great. It's one of these films that I'm not going to go back to a second time. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.